Sul.
This episode of Under the Plumbob Podcast is going to contain some Strangerville spoilers. We will, of course, start out with just the cast and unspoilery things, but we will give you plenty of warning when we do go into spoilers. Hey, welcome to Team Cowplant's review of Strangerville. My name is Marissa.
Strangerville! Oh, hi, I'm Vanity. I just injected all that up in there. Hi.
That is very vanity of you.
I know.
And Ava. Ava, introduce yourself.
Yeah, that's me. The one who's not Vanity or Marissa. That's me.
The other one.
The other one. Yeah.
You know, the European. It's showing.
I regret nothing.
Yep, so this is our Strangerville review. So obviously it's been like a while since Strangerville came out, or Strangerville. So we wanted to give you guys plenty of time to like play the game and do all that stuff. If you haven't played the game, we're just going to go over, cast items, build items, the houses, the overall feel of the pack, and then we'll give you fair warning for when we go into the storyline. So if you haven't played it yet, no worries, you can still listen to half the episode. If you want a completely spoiler-free version of the podcast, we do already have a Social Bunny episode out, Social Bunny episode 7. We review the trailer while Melissa and Caitlin review the trailer and all the media promotion to the game pack. So that's totally spoiler-free. You're welcome to listen to that episode as well.
This episode is actually kind of like the My First Pet Stuff pack, as in you can play half the pack if you don't have cats and dogs.
Wait, hold on. You can have that pack without having cats and dogs?
Yeah, you just have a bunch of unnecessary.
Yeah, you just can't use any of the cats and dogs stuff.
Yeah.
That pack sucks. I never bought it anyway. Sorry, guys.
I know, same. I don't buy it out of principle, but I think I already said that.
Oh.
So did I. Hey, Trin.
I did buy it.
Why, girl? Why?
But I hate it.
See?
Because it was on sale for, I think, literally $3. That's why I bought it.
Still don't want it.
Still don't want it.
$3. Like, fine.
I'll use those $3 to buy 3 sodas. Can't have my $3, DA.
I think I just was curious about it. I was like, well, I have cats and dogs, so I might as well. I got it around. No, I didn't. That's the total lie. I got it last year. So yeah, that's why it'd be on sale. I don't know. I think I just was in the mood to buy something random. And I'm like, oh, this is $3. I'll buy this.
No, I would sooner give those $3 to that charity that Sarah McLachlan always sings about.
Oh, the ASPCA?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's a better way to spend $3.
They can have my $3. EA can have my $3.
I wanted ugly couches, Ava. I wanted hideous cat trees. And useless gerbils.
Well, isn't that like Roxy? Didn't she buy that pack just so she could have the plague?
Oh,
so.
Yeah.
Plague? Yeah.
I know. I haven't even played around with that. I need to. Anywho,
by the way, in case you guys are wondering, that's number 1.
Yeah.
That's tangent number 1. We go on a count. Take a shot or take a shot of whatever you would like to. If it's appropriate time, it's always appropriate time.
But only if you're of the proper drinking age. Drink responsibly.
Whatever country you drink in, make sure that it's the appropriate age. Because I don't know, America's 21, but Ava, what is it there in Belgium?
It used to be 16, but I think it's 18 now.
Oh my god!
Depending on what you're buying,
16?
I think certain drinks are still 16. But for most hard liquor and stuff, you need to be 18.
So you can have a Smirnoff.
Back in my day, a long time ago, I could have a Smirnoff at 16.
I think you might have Smirnoff now. It's as my ex used to call it, bitch beer.
Oh no, what was it? We used to have these. God, I can't remember what they called. Breezers, Bacardi Breezer. That's what we used to have.
Bacardis. Sugar. It's sugar and booze.
Yes, sugar.
Yes, it tasted like lemonade, but it fucked you up. I loved those.
16-year-olds in the street just getting lit.
I never drank anything. Mom, please don't listen to me. I'm just this is just, peer pressure and stuff. I never drank when I was a teenager. Love you.
Number 2, guys, take another shot. Anyway,
take a sip of that coffee at work. We're doing it. Tangent number 2. Here we go.
Irish up that coffee and let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so first of all, the lead up to Strangerville was fucking money.
So genius.
They were like, guys, something's coming. And then I don't even Twitter because we've mentioned this before. I'm too old to Twitter. I don't know how that works. But they were like, oh, something's coming on the tweeters, the Twitty page.
That sounded so inappropriate. Something's coming on the tweets, on the tweeters.
Like Grandma Vanity yelling at Cloud. You dang kids in your tweeters.
Oh my God, I literally had that photo. Okay, embarrassing time. Remember the year in Facebook when they added the photos, so cover photos, or whatever, behind your profile picture. So I used to Photoshop photos together. So there was one where the cover photo was of a rock climbing wall, and then my profile picture was me climbing on the rock climbing wall.
Oh, girl.
I really went cheesy with it. And there was one where I was doing that old man yells at cloud with my arm, I was yelling at something, and I did a picture of a cloud. I'm a total nerd if you guys did not figure that out by now. I'm very embarrassing to most people.
Oh, Marissa, I love you so much. Thank you for sharing.
That was great.
And I did the one, in Forrest Gump where he's cooking the hot dog on the nuclear reaction. I did one of those. I did a lot of them. Literally every month I had a new one, and I was doing my little paint photoshopping. Yeah.
Can you bring those back so that we could all enjoy them now?
I think we shouldn't. I think we should leave that in 2010 or whenever that was a thing.
Great.
That's almost a decade ago. I am depressed now.
Same.
I don't even know. It could have been no, I was in high school, right? So it had to have been 10 years ago.
I wasn't even in high school anymore 10 years ago.
Neither was I. Number 3, guys. Number 3. Anyway.
Yep. Jesus, people are going to be drunk by halfway down the episode.
What's this episode about?
So you're going to get drunk about 10 minutes into this episode. You're freaking welcome. Not even 10
We're
minutes.
10 minutes into the episode now, and everyone's drunk. All right, here we go.
Ooh, okay. So anyway, they were on the Twitter, and they were doing all the Sims gurus were doing different stuff, and they were running from something, and they were wearing tinfoil hats, and everybody was losing their shit. They were oh, what are they announcing? What's gonna happen?
There's this weird font that you can find, insert name of font here, and that font makes the words, the text of words look really weird, weirdly shaped. You can barely read out what the word is saying. And so all of them slowly started adding this weird script to their tweets. And then, and it was weird stuff mother is watching, the fruit of the mother heals all, and just weird stuff like that. So everyone's what the hell? Is this zombies? Is it aliens? What's the deal with fruit? And then water is love, water is life. All these very uncomfortably weird sayings. Yeah,
but also wasn't it stuff from? There was speculation that it was about Bella because it was the Red Mother and stuff, and everybody was
yeah,
Spellgoth, and for good reason. I mean, if you say red in The Sims, you think Bella.
And they even said Mother is dressed in red and waiting.
Yes.
They implied Bella things. So I thought it was going to be a weird Bella mind controlling everybody. She was going to be in a glass tank mind controlling people. That's what I thought.
That was kind of what I was hoping for.
Yeah. Oh, spoiler alert. Sorry, guys. We just kind of did that.
Not really. I mean, we were just speculating what we wanted it to be, which was Bella in a glass tank. I mean, y'all, it's not Bella in a glass tank. So
I think if it had been you wouldn't have been safe anywhere on the internet from that. You would have seen that.
It would have been
That's
everywhere.
true. That would have blown up.
So they did a webcomic series featuring some of like the new townies, and they're like, you know, talking about the what's going on, and that one redheaded dude with the thing on it with the colander on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's all like in his vest, and then you had the black girl in her like, what the hell are you talking about, boy? She wasn't that good with her life. I just did that to me. But she was all like, you know, what are you talking about? He was like, they coming. And he was like, who's coming? And then it was good. It was a good comic. They're still up on the website, by the way. The comic is really cool. And it gets like each episode progresses. So like don't read, I think 3 and 4. I think they might have spoilers in them.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah. The first 2 are fine.
But they're really well done and they're really cool looking. But that was part of the promos too. So, and then it dropped. Like, okay, so this is the weird part. Like, normally they lead up to stuff and it's like dropping next month or dropping, you know, in a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
This thing dropped like a week after they announced it. Like, it was quick.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, what the fuck? What? A week? What are you talking about? And then you couldn't pre-order it and we were all salty about it. So.
Mm-hmm. And it was really hard to buy too when it launched.
Oh, people tried to buy it and everything crashed out.
Like every time you clicked like buy now, it took you to the Sims 4 Deluxe page, like to buy Sims 4 Deluxe. So what you had to do is you had to click buy now and then triple click the loading page. And if you did that, then it brought you to Strangerville to buy. Yeah. It was really weird.
That didn't happen to me.
Fortunately, I was in Canada at the moment, so I couldn't buy it straight off the bat. I had to wait for a little bit because, you know, I was doing Canada stuff. Yeah, no, that sounds annoying. It was like you had to punch in a secret code just to get to the download page.
I know, and it was like, is this part of it? Strangerville? Conspiracy theory?
Yeah, like I tried to do mine and then it wouldn't work. And I was like, what? And then like finally I X out of Origin, put it open back up again, and then I was able to get it. But then I heard everybody was having all these problems. I think I got like a pocket of time where they had fixed it just like 4 seconds, and then I got it, and then it went down again. So, yeah, it was hard. People were salty, and then also just a little thing beforehand. Everybody got so up in arms when it was announced that it was a Strangerville pack, as opposed to being like University, like everybody wanted. And can I just take a moment to tell people? Calm your tits. Literally. They're up in the sky. Bring them down to like about a medium, okay, guys? It's going to be okay. It's going to be freaking K. Like, calm your tits.
You will survive. You will survive. And it's just, a lot of people were giving the dev shit about it as well, which I really get so pissed off about because I mean, game developers, they already work super hard and not in the best of conditions. Like, they're only just now trying to get a union for game devs going, which is necessary. I don't know if you guys saw that article that broke about BioWare.
Oh, no. What did BioWare do?
The horrible conditions surrounding, like, Anthem and why it ended up the way it did. And, the whole...
Anthem is a shit show, so...
Yeah, and they basically, went behind the scenes of said shit show, and, one of the driving forces of the shit show was Electronic Arts. I'm still going to do that whole episode about why I dislike them so much, but this is one of the reasons. They pushed, they wanted Anthem in their first quarter, or in their last quarter of the year, or the first quarter. They wanted it in that quarter, which is why Anthem came out when it did, while it should have had at least a couple more months of production to work out the kinks, because it was a disaster. And, they obviously didn't learn from Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm still fucking salty about that.
Oh boy, don't talk about that. I don't talk about it. Don't want to talk about it.
So, and, this is, The Sims is EA as well. So who knows what stuff goes down behind the scenes of The Sims. And the devs and the growers work really hard. And then to just, shit on them like that is it's not cool. I don't like it.
And the other thing to remember is the devs, they're not the ones saying, okay, let's all sit down and plan the next pack. It's the higher ups, the managers, all of those people, or whoever is the high up people who are planning out the schedule for the year, who are saying, okay, we're going to make this game and this game, this expansion pack, this game pack, this stuff pack, this is the stuff we're going to have in it. And then the devs and the gurus, the gurus, they're just working on social media, and they do work on the game too, but they're not making those kinds of decisions. So yelling at them is basically like going to McDonald's and yelling at a McDonald's employee because they don't have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or whatever. And it's like, I literally just work here. Like, I have no control over the fact.
You're yelling at customer service, pretty much. That's what you're doing.
Exactly.
You're yelling at customer service and blaming them for your product not working while they're not the ones who designed it.
Yeah, they're like, I don't care about that. I work here. This is my job. I mean, of course, they can pass it up, but like, it's not gonna be.
At the end of the day, an expansion pack and this was basically what other levels? It's a stuff pack, a game pack, and an expansion pack, right? This is a game pack. A game pack is not as involved, okay? Expansion pack.
This is pretty involved.
This was pretty involved, actually. But an expansion pack is
completely new.
Yeah. The expansion pack is completely different, though. Like, an expansion pack is big. Mm-hmm. It's multi, it's. We just got one, guys. Calm the fuck down. Okay, so I'm not going to call that a tangent, by the way. I'm not calling that number 4. We're going to have number 4 later.
I mean, that's a really valid point, and we've brought it up in episodes before. I really, really loved that they did this. We have obviously talked multiple times about how there's not a lot of storyline to Sims 4. There's not a lot of...
Yeah, we did.
Like, reason to love the townies or to have there's not a lot of history, I guess, in Sims 4, and this was a really great pack to bring some history to Sims 4. So this was awesome to me and to us. Yeah.
Some storyline and some lore. We got some lore, y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it was great.
Got some lore. Got some conspiracy theories. Like, hello,
bug people. Sorry, that was making me happy. Anyway, so moving forward. So let's talk about some casts, guys, because you know how much cast I love casts. Mm-hmm. It's my thing. Like, you guys are builders. I'm a caster. I will create all of the Sims.
Yep. Same.
So the clothes and the hair and like the different jewelry and stuff in this expansion, this game pack, or whatever, was so cute. Mm-hmm. If you want to see them, like, because if you want to see them, like, I think Marissa's Twitch she did, which is also on YouTube now. Mm-hmm. She delves into the cast for quite a bit at the beginning. I'm not sure how you cut it, but for quite a bit at the beginning. Yeah. And she kind of goes through all this stuff. As a Texan, I'm a little offended by the cowboy boots because there's no one wears knee-high cowboy, like thigh-high cowboy boots, but they have a pair in there, and I'm like, but why? But they have a really cute pair of normal-sized cowboy boots. Mm-hmm. But they have...
Yeah, I don't understand the knee-length ones. Those are... I literally tried so many combinations on the knee-high cowboy boots, and nothing worked. They even looked weird with, like, skinny jeans. I can't explain it.
Do you think that they're meant for the dresses?
No, I mean, maybe, but like...
Ugh. They didn't even look good with the dresses.
I mean, they didn't.
Weird choice.
Yeah. I know. We should ask somebody about that. We should tweet at one of the groups.
Right.
Like, why is there a very large cowboy boot? And isn't it only for women? I don't even think the men have it. Or like male.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I didn't check.
Anywho.
But like, okay, so one of my favorite outfits is one that you did not like, and when you were in your Twitch. Good God, Vanity, your Twitch stream talking about it. It's the skirt with the suspenders and the crop top. I love that outfit.
That is cool.
It is cute. I think it's just like the juxtaposition of like a 90s crop top and then like a peasant skirt where I'm just like, wait, what? Like, just in my brain does not compute, but it's cute. Like, it's a cute little outfit.
I thought it was adorable. And they have like, this pack made me just like, their clothes made me so happy. Mm-hmm. I was like, you guys are so adorable. And then they had a little bit more like quote unquote ethnic styles. You know, they had like the like dreadlock kind of a style for the guys. Mm-hmm. I think the girls had one too. And then they had like the little
the army buzz cut.
I love the that sweater, that knitted sweater. Those are huge in San Diego. I used to have one. Like, a lot of people have those sweaters. I don't know how to describe them. What are they called?
Like the lace vest mesh looking thing or whatever?
No, the oh gosh, let me look it up.
They also had little French braids and the cowboy hat.
Yep.
I was just in love with the whole thing. It's so like...
Oh, we got 2 new necklaces, which made me happy.
Yeah, those are so cute.
It's nice. But there's a hoodie that they have. I think it's a guy hoodie, and it reminds me so much of high school. It looks like something like the quote unquote stoner kids would wear.
Yes!
They played hacky sack.
Oh my god, like literally half the people in my school used to wear those.
Same. They played hacky sack and that thing with the sticks. And you like and whatever when they bounce the ball with the sticks or whatever.
We call it with you mean with like the sticks and the string, and you had that kind of like cone shaped thing that you had to balance on it. Was that it?
No, it was like 2 sticks, and then you had like a ball in between the 2 sticks, and you would like do things with it. I don't know. Look, high school was a long time ago, guys. I've slept a lot since then, and I've done a lot of things since then.
I feel like this might be offensive, but the only thing I can find is it's called a Baja hoodie.
No, it's not offensive. Okay. I mean, Baja is a place in California, isn't it? It's also a taco.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's what they're really called, because literally they have them just at like, like stands like an Old Town in San Diego. Like there's no like, this is what it's called. Or like a poncho hoodie I'm seeing too.
I love ponchos.
Yeah, but it's not a poncho.
Hey, what you're talking about is the sweater that I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's the sweater that all the hippie guys would be wearing.
I always called it the stoner sweater. I don't know.
Same.
Yeah,
it's all the stoners would wear it. It was a stoner sweater, and then in my school they all had like the fake dreads, and I have a real big issue with that just because I'm like, you smell like patchouli and hot dog water because of the sweater.
Hot water.
Dread. Hot dog water, y'all. Just straight up hot dog water. I can't.
Well, mine didn't smell like hot dog water because they were vegetarian.
Oh, nice.
They smell like veggie dog water.
Veggie dog water.
I would like bet you all of my cash, all of my dollars that they are now vegan. Ooh. Wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. I'm pretty sure one of them tried to grow his own hemp.
Ooh, fun!
Hey, saving the world from the paper industry. Get it?
True.
I had hemp chapstick once. It weirded me out.
Oh, I love. Oh my gosh, I have a hemp face wash. It's so nice. Anywho, but yeah, so like a Baja sweater or a poncho sweater.
Number four. But they also have they had the skirt. It's like a 2-tone color skirt with a belt. It's very like New Mexico. Mm-hmm. It's so New Mexico. Yeah.
Very cute.
Like the vibe reminds me of Roswell, the TV show that I love. Not the TV show on now, but the one from like the 2000s, the old one with that Roswell. Good times.
And I also love the embroidered shorts. I love.
I know you do. You put them on. You put them on.
They are
literally
amazing. I love
every
them.
summer outfit now. Even outside of my like Strangerville. Let's play save file. I just give them to like random people. I'm like, oh, I'm playing a random person. Here, you get flower shorts. Everyone gets flower shorts. I love them.
Where's this Oprah now?
You get flower shorts.
Yeah, everyone gets flower shorts. You're a dude who's straight and doesn't like flowered shorts. I don't care. You get flower shorts too.
You get flower shorts. Fuck your gender norms. Flower shorts for everyone.
Exactly. The cure for toxic masculinity: flower shorts.
Flower shorts.
And leave. Goodbye.
They're gonna save the world.
Oh, I love them.
So also we got build items. We got 4 stylized rooms, which I did use one of them. Now this is my problem with stylized rooms. One of them, the one I used, I thought, oh cool, has all this cool stuff in it. None of it's operational. None of it does anything.
The science room?
Yes, the science
What's what we'll call it.
Nothing in there does in there. And I was so freaking salty about it. I'm like, oh yeah, is it gonna, nope, not shit. So that was a bit of an issue because every other stylized room, things to do things.
Don't give me a room full of big red buttons if I can't push the big red buttons. That's not cool, Maxis.
Preach, girl.
That's what they're there for. They're meant to be pushed.
But I do like, and then you have like different lots too. So you get a mix of conspiracy theory conspiracy theory style items. And you get a listening device, which, I mean, it's not a spoiler, it's just a listening device, a shower, and a bed. The bed's a freaking barrack bed, and it cracked me up, and it made me have a little bit of flashbacks to living in to basic training. But they're definitely barrack beds.
And if you look at my Twitch stream that is on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, we'll plug that later. There's a little case or whatever at the foot of the bed, and I so wish that was usable.
It's a footlocker.
A footlocker? I wish that was usable. Like, we could just put little things in it. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, like they used to have in The Sims 3, you had those like treasure chests that you could buy in World Adventures.
Treasure!
You could use them as actual storage.
They have like storage boxes in Sims 4, but not like, I mean, they're like huge, weird boxes or like looks like treasure chests or whatever. And I wish that the bed had that. That'd be pretty cool.
But something that is cool that I'm over here applauding and thanking for everything, mother trucking laptops.
Yes.
They're back.
There's your little taste of university for you.
They're back, and they're portable, and you can just traipse around with your laptop downtown and do stuff. It's great. Laptops.
That's so nice. I love it. Yeah, because all the CC laptops that I had downloaded, I mean, yeah, they looked like laptops, but you couldn't put them in your inventory. You know, they acted like computers. So it's so nice because now you'll be able to get some nice CC laptops that you can actually put in your inventory and take around with you.
A little more skins for them or whatever. Laptop skin.
Like I actually took my writer Sim from Windenburg to the coffee shop to go and start on her novel there.
Oh, look at her. So, neighborhoods. So you got a whole neighborhood, which was Strangerville.
Yes,
the neighborhood's called.
Yes.
Okay. It's the neighborhood.
You have Strangerville, which is in The Sims 4. Then you have Strangetown in Sims 2. And then you have the Strangerhood, which is a Sims 2 Machinima web series by Rooster Teeth.
Ooh.
Rooster Teeth. Oh.
I don't know, like, if you're not from my generation, if you're, like, from the more current generation, you probably don't know this series. If you're from that younger generation, haven't heard of it, look it up. You can thank me later. Strangerhood by Rooster Teeth. Google it.
Rooster Teeth. Strangerville, you get some lots and some households. So you have different neighborhoods. You have Strangerville Plaza, which is their downtown area, which has the bar, which is called 8 Bells Bar. And then you have the Strangerville Information Center. I'm doing that in quotation marks, but you can't tell because it's a podcast. But it's their library. So what made me laugh is like, so where you want to find people, like if you want to find the scientists, because you need to talk to them about what the hell's going on in Strangerville, you go to the library because that's where scientists hang out, right? Library. If you want to talk to the military, you go to the bar, which is so accurate, it hurts. You want to find any kind of military personnel and there's a bar close by? That's where you go, because that's where we are.
I know what's so funny too is I had a rotational play in one of my saves, and before Strangerville came out, I had one family that was like 2 cops that were a couple, and every single time I was playing somebody else in that neighborhood and the 2 cops were just doing whatever they wanted, I always saw the cops at the bar in the Cat Scratch Bar or whatever in Brindleton Bay. So I'm like, EA, what are you doing to our police force and military people? Why are they always at bars? Like, what is happening?
I mean, they just know. They just know. Look, that's life, okay? Work hard, you gotta drink a little bit. So, the bar is it's called 8 Bells, which is a reference to the term when sailors go off duty. I don't know about that because I wasn't a sailor, but apparently that's what that is. And then the information center doesn't look, I mean, it literally, like they call it an information center, but it looks like a motherfucking library.
Yeah, it's a library. And it's very dark. It's super dark.
I know.
I don't know if they have the lights dimmed or something, but it's really dark in there, which is like kind of ironic that it's a really dark library. It's like, shouldn't it be light? Shouldn't be able to see things and read books?
I will say there's always somebody in there. Like, it's never empty. Yeah. Like, every time I walked in there, like, no matter what time of day or night it was, there was always somebody like clacking on the computer. And I'm like, can't y'all go home?
And there's a lot of conspiracy theorists in the library too. More so than the bar, for sure.
Yes, there are. Yeah, the bar is just full of military personnel if you want to like ask them questions. But as a side note, if you are part of the military tract, they'll speak to you more than if you are
Yes.
not. But anyway, that's later on.
And then Roxy is so funny. So while she was playing through the Strangerville storyline, every time she went to the library, all of the books disappeared. And she's like, I don't know if there's a lot of glitches or a lot of kleptos, but she like literally could not read any of the books.
Yes, and you can read the archives too to like gather evidence and shit. So then you have car. By the way, I super love who did the notes. They put like phonetically how to say these things because they know that we suck.
Thank you, note taker.
That's callback to last episodes when we tried to pronounce people's names.
Yep, that was not good.
We're getting better, guys. We're getting better.
Always progressing, always learning, always evolving. Carpophagus Corner is a vacant house. Yeah, it has one bedroom, it's a one bedroom, one bath. I think that's the one that I ended up using because everybody loves the trailer. That's Slip 42. But I felt like the trailer was too small, and I just couldn't take it. I couldn't do it. So I lived in the one bedroom, one bath house instead.
Oh, okay.
That was just me. I kept it the same though. Only thing I did was I added that the investigation desk, because you have to have one of those. I added that, and that was it. Like I tried to keep the house how they made them, so I can play them with whatever they have in the house. Except for I added that science room that did nothing, so I deleted it.
Yeah, I used the Slip 42 for my Let's Play, and I think. So I honestly, because I was like Twitch streaming when I was playing the game, so I didn't really get a chance to look at everything. So I couldn't just go into all these different houses. I wanted to get started on the storyline. So when I went there, I thought that I could edit all of those trailers. Like I thought that whole lot was for me to play with. So that's why I went in there, because I was like, oh, this is going to be so great. I can show all the build items. And nope, if you see pictures of the trailer, it is literally just that little, it's like the tiniest lot I think that we have in Sims. I think so. Or if it's not, it's the same size as those $1,500 lots in Newcrest. But it's like this tiny, itty bitty little lot. It's basically like a studio trailer. There's not any rooms. It's just one big trailer and then a bathroom that's obviously closed off.
Which one did you use, Ava?
I started in the trailer, but like you said, I found it to be a bit too cramped for what I wanted to do, especially when you had to place certain things and to progress the story, and I didn't have space. It was like, I either need to sleep or do this. Does the bed go? Does the bed stay? So, yeah, that was interesting. It's like, I don't need a kitchen. I just use a microwave. It's fine. And so I then moved over to another house, but I can't remember what it was called. All I know was that the front of it was really nicely decorated.
That might have been the vacant house, the corner lot. Because there's really only 4, unless you kick somebody out.
Yeah.
Because the other house is the old Penelope house, and it's occupied. It's like an underground bunker in a plane wreck.
Yeah, that one was interesting, but I wanted to move there first, but then I saw that it was occupied, and I was like, no.
Yeah, that's George Cahill, and he's a little touched. But if you because they have a new trait. There's a paranoid trait that you get, which is good if you. We always think that somebody's watching you. That's a paranoid trait. But they like being underground. So if you kick Senor Cahill out, you can have his bunker, or you can just build underground. I don't do that, but you could.
Underground meaning basements. Not 6 feet underground.
Dead. Not like dead. They like to be dead. So George Cahill, by the way, he's a weird guy, and I don't think I ever saw him around town. He was only ever on his lawn.
Yeah, I never saw him around town. Very rarely.
He's an elder, and he has 4 points in charisma, 2 points in fitness, and 3 points in writing. Let me tell you, I feel like, is EA listening? Are they listening to this? Is someone listening? Because we seriously bitched so hard about how everybody in the town has nothing. They all have 0 nothings in this. And then everybody they have now in this town has freaking traits. They have skills. And I was like, are y'all listening to us? Do you have a bug somewhere? Are you Carl?
What?
That would be weird.
Are you Carl?
Oh, Carl's.
That would be weird.
It's all the way to the top. It's Carl. Looks like Carl is like is the founder of EA or whatever. Like he's the CEO, just disguised as Carl.
That's gonna ruin everything for me.
That's why he knows everything, because he freaking made it. And we're talking about Carl from Carl's Sim 4 Guide, which is a very helpful website.
If you guys do not know that by now, come on.
You're not listening to this podcast.
And you're at least not listening to Team Cowplant. Every episode, y'all.
But it's true. It's very true. And I will 100% get on my soapbox about this. I am so glad that, and not just George, but a lot of the other townies have a lot of skill points, and they have normal relationships with each other. And it's so nice. They're not all weird acquaintances. It's like, oh, great.
And they have jobs. They all have
jobs. Oh my God. Yes.
Personality. It's
like, okay, so when you go to the the next household, it's an occupied house with the Sigworth family. You have Jess and Dylan and their child Christy, and Jess is a military career, and Dylan is a stay-at-home dad. But Jess literally she's level 3 in the military career. The young adults, so it totally makes sense. She's got 5 in the fitness and 3 in the charisma and handiness. She's also infected, but we don't talk about that part. And then Dylan is a young adult. She is. You saw it in the trailer, y'all. They all walking around looking all janky.
Yeah, it's the girl who gets infected. Yeah. Jess.
Yeah, and the weird smile on her face. And then you have Dylan, who is a young adult, and he, since he's a stay-at-home dad, it makes me happy that he has 6 points in cooking and then 2 points for gourmet cooking and gardening. And then the kid also, I feel like they were listening because everybody has something, and everybody so if you wanted to play them, you don't have to think too hard about what are these people going to do? They already have kind of a set trajectory, and you can kind of just play their story without having to think so hard. And it was nice. And because I never played townies, and I realized why, because they're boring to me. I don't want to have to think of that. But these ones, you can. So,
and what I like also is they all have motivation to solve the mystery in some way. So George Cahill, obviously he's living in an underground bunker. He's paranoid. He actually even has, you have to unlock evidence at certain points in the storyline. And he has one of those stacks of papers to unlock evidence at his house.
Yeah.
So that he's a great candidate for it. His plane, the reason he's living in a plane is because there was an electrical event that happened or whatever. There's this event that happened that crashed his plane, and so he just made a house out of it, apparently.
Stayed there.
Yeah, that's his story. No, he's a great candidate. Obviously, he wants to know what's going on if his plane crashed. And then the Sigworths, Jess is in the military. She's infected, so obviously she knows something's going on. So maybe since Dylan is a stay-at-home dad, maybe he could solve the mystery since he doesn't have to go into work. Or Jess could solve it because she's in the military. It's all... Or Christy could grow up knowing her parents messed up and wanting to solve the mystery. Motivation, storyline.
It's super cool. So then you have the second neighborhood, because just like in Get Famous, you have those two... In Get Famous, you have if you have it, guys, San
Myshuno?
What's that place called?
Oh,
is that no, that's not
Get
it.
Famous is
San Myshuno is.
Oh my God, what's Get Famous?
Oh no,
Del Sol Valley.
Del Sol Valley.
Del Sol Valley. Thanks, Melissa. So Del Sol Valley has a delineation. It has the regular town part that has the upper crust where our girl Julia lives, and also what's his pants, the guy that wants to bang everybody, but Octavia Spencer and her husband and stuff. They live up there. So same thing in this kind of one. You have the downtown area, then you have Shady Acres, which I also agree. Why not Shady Pines? Do you hate the Golden Girls? what if we want to have Sophia living up there, Shady Pines? Anyway, it's the rich starter town, so it's like up on a hill. It has Cliffside Crest, which is an empty lot with fancy landscaping, and it costs a crap ton for a vacant lot. Like, vacant lots are usually cheap. This one is not. And then you have Plateau Place, which is a vacant house. It's 3-bedroom, 3-bath, and a freaking pool.
Mhm.
It's also nice, but it costs a lot of money if you're not like doing the free real estate cheat, then you have to like
Mhm.
get your life together
Like,
before you
work
move
for
up there. Work, yeah, you got to work for it. And then you have Dreamweaver. Sorry, Dreamweaver's Way. That's all I can think. Which is what that thing is called. No one knows
Nope.
that song? Just me? Okay. Really? No one? Dreamweaver.
Sounds like a 70s song.
Na. It is. Anyway, so it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, which is weird because whatever. It's 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's occupied. It's the Eclectic Arts household. Eclectic Arts.
Yay.
EA.
Oh, yay.
Sounds a little.
That's a knee slapper.
Oh, no. No. I am personally offended by this. How dare you?
Infiltration station.
Terrible. It's terrible.
So Alice Martin lives there, and she's also featured in the promos with Jess. She has the guitar skill as well as piano and violins. I'm guessing she's like a musical sim. Then you have Mark Eggleston, who is this kind of like what?
Why does that remind me of Christopher Eccleston?
Oh, number 9.
Number 9, yeah.
He's like weirdly attractive for a townie, I think. Like his face.
Oh, right. Christopher Eccleston.
No.
He's got weird earlobe.
The sim, like his bone structure is amazing.
Right? He is right. He's right up there with Johnny Zest and not Salem.
Salim.
It's Salim.
Yes.
But I keep calling him Salem. But those two are my favorites, and I think Mark is adding to my list.
And Akira too.
Akira Kibo, fight me. Yes.
Oh, Akira. Oh, he is up there with him too.
Yes.
But he has logic and gardening and painting. And then you have Leslie. Okay, let's talk about this for a minute. So you have 2 bedrooms and 2 baths, but 3 singles.
I know.
Ooh,
I know. It's like, and none of them have a romantic relationship with each other. I'm pretty sure they're all just friends. So it's kind of like, is like Mark sleeping on the couch? Like, where?
Unless like Alice and Leslie share a bedroom, like 2 twin beds or whatever, and then Mark, but it's not built up that way. So it's just weird.
It's 2 rooms with 2 double beds. So I mean, maybe they just expect somebody to get together real quick first day. Like, all right, somebody's matching up. Whoever you want, pick a bed because you're going to be there.
But so Leslie, she has comedy skills and the logic of programming, and she's also infected. Sorry, guys. But they have these preset skills that don't match their aspirations, which is kind of weird.
Yeah,
like what they want to do in life and what they have been doing, which actually I don't think it's weird. It seems very much like every other young adult. I had aspirations and the skills don't match it.
Exactly. I was going to say, I think that's why it's like eclectic.
Eclectic.
And that's why it's eclectic, you know? They're doing one thing, but their interests are in another thing, basically.
It totally makes sense to me.
Makes sense.
It's getting a little bit too real, yeah. You get a little bit too real.
Leslie is in my Let's Play with it. She's like such a hot mess. I'm sorry. She's like infected all over. She was a bartender, and then I put a bug on her, and she was like talking about arsony or something. I'm like, what? I was like, Leslie, you need to calm down.
It's an insurance scam. She's going to torch the bar and collect the insurance money.
It was weird. She was a bartender forever. And then just like halfway through my Let's Play, it was Don Lothario's bartender.
Wait, when did Don get to Strangerville? When did he move?
It was so random. Like, okay, Leslie, you just gave up on your career for what? To be infected and be weird everywhere? I don't know.
He probably just ran out of tail in Willow Creek.
He did. He had to move.
Willow Creek was tapped out.
Burned through all of Willow Creek.
He wanted the infected girls.
He's like, look, I gotta broaden my horizons.
He's like, look, her neck's at a weird angle. I can work with this. Look, you had your cam girl moment. This is mine.
Oh no,
Yes.
that's bad and funny. I love it.
It's hilarious, actually. Never do.
That's how we do it in Europe.
Oh God, that's the European way. Okay, so we also have Strangerville Overlook, which is a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. It's 3 levels. It's freaking full of shit. Like, it's got a file box that you have for clues. It has Ted Roswell and Meredith Roswell. Literally, though, he has 7 points in gardening, but 5. Like he has like some stuff going on, but he's also infected,
he's evil.
but because everyone's infected. Oh, he's also evil, but whatever. And then his wife is not evil, and she's good. So you have like the evil Ted and the good Meredith. What?
And can we talk about them for a minute? Okay, so they're both adults. Yeah, they're both adults.
Mm-hmm.
They live in this giant-ass house, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. It's 2 levels and there's basement. But the rooms, they're like these giant empty rooms. And like in one of the rooms, it just is this, double bed. In another room, it's a double bed and then like a little kid bed. And then another room, there's like 2 kid beds. It's just, and it's all empty. There's like no decorations. They're huge rooms. The house is really big. So
it's really big. It's like the goth house.
Yeah.
That's probably why they can make that marriage work. It's the house is too big. They never.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, like Helena Bonham Carter.
Like they if they're at the table, like each at another end, and they just have to text each other to ask to pass the salt.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Slide it down like a bartender.
Like, okay, I'm passing the salt. It'll be there in like 25 minutes.
Really.
Give it time.
Can you just get your own salt, Ted?
Damn it, Ted!
I've got enough salt for the both of us.
And then also, so like, since Ted is infected, Meredith, because she's a good sim, she has motivation to do the Strangerville thing as well. So you don't need to create a sim, basically. Like, a lot of these characters have a backstory enough to be the Strangerville hero, solve it.
Let's talk about Erwin.
Erwin Prize.
He owns the little weird street stand thing where you can get your stuff from across from the bar.
The curio shop.
Yeah. He owns that. He's nutsack crazy. Sorry about if that takes me, but he's weird, okay? He is a big ball. He's a big ball of weird. Love him though. But he's like the guy on Agent Aliens who's like, aliens! It must be aliens! He's that guy.
That's a perfect way to describe him.
He's wearing a freaking colander of lights on his head. Like, he needs to sit down somewhere. But he is he doesn't have a home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you can like get him to move in with you because he's like just wandering around talking about the end is nigh. Like, he makes me so happy.
Look, you leave my precious baby Erwin alone.
I love him.
He treasure. Yes. He's just trying to do his best, and he's fine. And that colander looks good on him.
Hair. He's got the nice red lights, exactly. Nice red hair. He's a sweet baby angel. We must protect him.
Yes.
Protect Erwin. Okay, guys.
Protect him at all costs.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Here comes spoilers. Here come spoilers. So turn off your podcast. Here comes the spoilers. All right.
That's enough time. Man, when I went into that bunker and they literally had Elvis on ice, just blew my mind.
Elvis on the gold toilet, on ice, glitter.
Yep, on the gold toilet. Yes.
Glitter everywhere, fireworks, explosions. I fell out of my chair.
Stop banging my desk. His head in a jar.
His head was in a jar.
And then Nixon appeared and his head was in a jar.
And they were playing poker with Bigfoot, but they were losing because they couldn't hold their cards because they were just heads in a jar.
They were heads in a jar. I'm crying. Heads in a jar.
Heads in a jar.
Okay. Really, though.
Episode title, Heads in a Jar.
Heads in a jar. Yep, I was just thinking that.
Heads in a jar. So there's a secret lab.
Yes.
There's an explosion.
So basically this is the timeline. So there was a crater in Strangerville. I think I read something on Sims Wiki, and also it's in the game too. But they say like the native peoples who lived in Strangerville said that this weird crater exploded or whatever, not crater, moon rock, whatever, fell and made a crater on Strangerville.
A meteor.
A meteor, thank you. Meteor from space.
A moon rock.
I knew it.
The moon's just lobbing rocks at you like, I hate you,
I need
Earth.
to not get 3 hours of sleep before these recordings because my brain is not here today. It's checked out. It's in bed actually, and I'm over here doing this podcast. No, so a meteor hit like a long time ago, like thousands of years ago. But then there was they call it the event, but it was some kind of electrical explosion thing that happened that knocked George Cahill's plane down and crashed it. And when that explosion happened, all of a sudden military and science people, they built this secret lab that no one can go in. And like the town, they said the town was really excited. Like, oh wow, this is just a sleepy nowhere town. But we're getting all these military and these jobs for the lab. Like this is going to help our economy so much. But it made it a little bit more stranger instead of helping the town necessarily. And that's my story. Story time over.
Story time with Marissa. So basically, the whole point of the story is so there's a new track. You could be on the military career. You don't have to do the story, but
it helps.
You can burn through the story pretty quick if you. Like I did the military career track because I wanted to have her go to work too, but it helps a lot because people will talk to you more because you can like bond with after you guys are in the military, which is also a thing. Like in IRL, it's a thing.
Yeah.
So first of all, you walk around and do your things, and you have to go. You go and it's the thing is locked. The bunker, the science lab is locked. So you gotta like go around and like gather up evidence and get a key card, and then you gotta do all this. You gotta basically like sweet talk some peeps, some scientists, some military people to get like pieces to the puzzle so you can get down to the bottom of this bunker. And then when you get there, y'all, behold the mother in all her mother glory. She's a giant fucking like tentacle thing.
Well, it's a giant plant, a la
kind of like Audrey.
Yes. Oh yes.
She's the type of horse.
Yes, exactly.
Feed me, Seymour.
Except she has these little arms. These little. Do we remember these? These little hot pink little flailing limbs. And she's sticking her weird little plant tongue out and drooling and wiggling these little baby arms. They literally look like little baby arms.
Yeah, no wonder she's so pissed off. She probably has an itch she can't reach. Right?
For teeny tiny baby arms. So you can go fight the mother all by yourself. Be forewarned, you gonna die. But you can fight her by yourself if you want to. Knock yourself out. Just go do you. Or you can go and you can test out some vaccines on people and cure 3 Sims to help you fight the mother.
Yep.
Word of advice, keep an eyeball out for like you guys' meters, like your health meters.
Yeah.
Because I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
You will die.
You will.
Side note.
Roxy had to learn that the hard way, that you can't die.
And it's not just like, you pass out. No.
Grim.
You die.
You gone.
You DED dead.
You plant sticky snack.
You sneaky snack with a plant.
Does that technically make you compost? I don't know. Whatever.
Ooh, you fertilize it.
Fertilizer of the plant mother. You know all of this. I feel like we should probably say this too. So there's a paranoid trait that's added, and then there's a new aspiration. And the aspiration, instead of it being like, make 6 friends, it's like compile a secret dossier, talk to these people, make all these vaccines. Like there's a step-by-step, the Strangerville, you can find it in the location. So if you have city living, it's in that aspiration, the location aspiration, and it's just the mystery of Strangerville, I think is what it's called.
I found that it helps because it keeps track of all the things that you need to do and what you haven't done yet and what you have done, and it's just it keeps, it's like a little quest log.
Yep, it's quest log, and it makes things so much easier. It explains, like it says, oh, you need to collect XYZ spores or whatever. So you're like, okay, we got these spores. How do I do that? And it says how to collect spores and how to create vaccines, how to battle the mother, all that stuff.
So, by the way, make sure that you always keep your hazmat suit on, because every time you see that purple fog, you'll see it and play the game. If you walk in the purple fog without a hazmat suit on, you're going to pay
And you're going to be infected for 20 minutes. Or possessed.
It's not the good kind of purple. It's not the Prince kind of purple. Like, it will hurt you.
Oh, no, it's the bad.
It's no purple rain up in here. It's purple death.
And the nice thing is, so if you... Being infected is a trait. You're like flirty or whatever. It's an actual trait that you get when you're infected. If you
mean mood?
It's a moodlet. Yeah, it's a moodlet, but it's also a little trait. So when you actually are infected by eating the little mother fruit, I think at like 2 a.m. or something, all of a sudden your sim will just wake up and just start running around the neighborhood and just be infected, which is kind of creepy.
Oh, wow.
But all your needs go up if you're infected. Or if you have the infected trait, and when you become possessed, which is the smiley, creepy, wandering people, you will, all your needs like boost up, and you can do a lot of funny interactions. Like if you click on another sim when your sim is possessed, it can be like attempt to have human conversation or whatever. Like there's a lot of, or like pretend to be normal. There's some pretty funny interactions. But if you don't want to deal with like your sim's needs, you can just get them infected, have them eat the little bizarre fruit, and then you don't have to worry about their needs, because every night their needs boost up. If you just walk into the mist, though, you're just possessed for like 20 minutes, and then you don't have the infected actual trait, so you don't have to worry about anything.
Truth. I mean, basically, just play the storyline. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's pretty. It's not quick. It's as quick as you want it to be, and you can. And then at the end of the thing, you can reinfect the town if you want to, or you can like not reinfect the town, and then you can like do different things. You can also befriend the mother, and then just keep everybody being infected because you just want the world to watch the world burn. Whatever you want to do you. You can, but you can like befriend the mother, and chit chat with her. So it's good times. I really liked it, and it's a fun little diversion, and like you can replay it as much as you want to. You can set the level of infection in the town after you beat it first time. So you can have like super infected, so everyone gonna die, or not really infected or whatever.
Can you die from being infected?
No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
You don't die. But also the visuals in it is really cool. So once you once you get to a certain level in the story thing, like you get a lot of
that weird weather storm. Yeah,
the weather storms. Oh, I have such cool screenshots of the weather storms, like of them hitting like the little like towers or whatever, and hitting like the little fruits and stuff. It's super cool.
And the town, like the neighborhood, is so beautiful.
It really is.
Like the beautiful red dirt, like that's super native, to like New Mexico, or even like Sedona, because I was born in Arizona, so like I've been to Sedona, and it has that really like rich red dirt. It's like so beautiful.
I think it's really, really pretty. So
I think it's, even if you don't care about the storyline, I would just go like, I honestly would get the packages for this neighborhood because it's really, really beautiful. Like you could totally demolish the bar and make it whatever you want. Like, you don't have to kind of keep this how it is, this neighborhood. You can make it whatever you want it.
Yep, true.
So let's do some member stories. So Rebecca, her opinion of it, basically, she's like, I wanted to like this, which is not starting out so great. It's like, I will say I love the tops and they're super cute, and the braids. I'm super happy with the new career, but the rest, meh. I don't think any other build items apart from the laptop I will actually use, and now that I've played the plot line, I'm not sure I'll play it again, unless I make a Mulder and Scully at some point. It was good to play through, but I finished in about 2 to 3 hours, so I wish it was longer. I wish I could turn the plotline off when I start because I got bored. I get bored with Sims after generation or two, and even though it's only Strangerville Sims that get infected, I've seen them in other worlds. But you can turn it off.
Yeah, you can. And I've never seen Strangerville Sims in other Sims, or in other worlds.
I haven't either, but I've heard people saying that.
I've heard that, yeah. Because I have a different, so like I have my Strangerville Hero save. It's a totally different save. But I have my normal legacy save that I'm doing, and I've been playing it for like, and actually playing it, you guys be proud of me, actually playing a real multi-generational legacy challenge.
I'm so proud of you.
And I've never seen any Strangerville Sims. That I don't know if it's because maybe I haven't been to that neighborhood, so it's not active in that save. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Like I haven't visited that neighborhood in that save. So
right. So we mentioned what happened to Roxy already. It's super sad. But yeah, basically it goes like, she says, okay, real talk. I never finished posting the screenshots from my first round playing through Strangerville, and I was too depressed to continue. My poor sim. So let's be clear. It is entirely possible to die fighting Mother. And when you do, there is no bargaining with Grimm, no earn, nothing. Game over. I don't know if it's different if you have a household greater than 1, but since Grimm didn't show up, I assume it's no different. You're just plant food. See? Mulch.
Or fertilizer.
In the week leading up to this episode, I tried again with George Cahill as my would-be hero. He's the guy who lives in the plane crash, and he was successful. I did cheat, however. I used relationship cheats to obtain keys and spore profiles, as well as convince the Sims to help fight Mother. I also used BB show hidden objects to get the vaccines. Search for VAC, PAC, by the way, for anyone who wants to do that.
Wants to cheat.
It's The Sims, everybody cheats. It's just too tedious to make all of the ones you need in-game. So use cheats to save time and sanity.
That is so smart. I never even thought to look up the vaccines on BB
I didn't either.
Objects. That's genius.
Yeah.
I just made them.
Yeah, me too. So that's perfect. Like, let's say, for example, if you are noticing all these infected Sims in your save files that you don't want there, just like go to Strangerville really quick, choose a random Sim, cheat a bunch of vaccines, and just solve it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So Melissa's story is a happy fam. So she made a family to complete the mission and to spread out all the cool things you can do with the new pack. So she made Daria, scientist sim, before the game came out in case the skill was handy. Jema is the military career goddess. And Cassie Newberry, my typical Mary Sue redhead writer, aspired to solve the Strangerville mystery. Cassie befriended the mother before defeating her. I wish there was a non-violent way to defeat her. Oh, that's so cute. I didn't even know you could befriend her. Like, when I communicated with her, she, like, hated me immediately. So I just didn't even attempt to communicate with her again. So I think if you talk to her a lot, she'll start to be friends with you, the mother. Anyway, okay, so once Cassie befriended the mother, it unlocks some pretty cool socialization options. Jema became a Grand Marshal in the military and married Alice Martin, the gorgeous sim from the trailer. She has the French braids and like the cute flower print top.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get those eyes in my gene pool. That's so funny. Yeah, she has like big eyes. So when she's infected,
yeah, she's beautiful.
Like her eyes get huge, huge, huge. So Dara is almost at the top of the scientist career, and Cassie is raising the son of a local soldier, writing books about her experiences saving the town. If my attention spans hold up, I'll continue the legacy with Alice Martin's son, Declan, thanks MCC, and Cassie's son, Jack. They've lived most of their game in
hold girl, I got you. Yeah.
Corner. But I downloaded a new house from the gallery. And totally shameless plug, not shameless because it's not me, but Simlicy, Simlicy, she remakes pre-made households and puts them on the gallery. She'll just like make them a little bit better and remodel them a little bit. They are so stunning. I know she has a save file you can download, but I just go to her Sim Lucy on the gallery and just download whatever house. But she just redesigned. So if you get a house and it's like a pre-made house and you don't like it and it's really ugly, just download one of hers. They're like beautiful, well decorated, lots of clutter, and so beautiful. I love her houses.
I like them too. I don't make my own houses, so I just go strolling through the gallery like, whose house? And I have my people that I, generally go to. Ryan and you and Simlicy as well. I have people like I have my, what do you have anything new that I can have from your houses? Sweet. And I just swipe it away. So yeah, that is the Strangerville. Like that is Strangerville for you. It is, I liked it. I thought it was fun. It is, to me, the military career track was fun. It was a little bit of nostalgia for me for Sims of yesteryear, and also just of my own previous life as a military person. I liked playing the military track. I thought it was entertaining, and the buzz cuts made me laugh. I think that for what it was good.
Yeah, I agree. I had a lot of fun with it. I like that they added, like, the military track. The military track obviously isn't only in Strangerville. That's a new career. You can have it anywhere. I really I've done the military track with a couple of other Sims, just in other save files, and I really like it. I really like everything about this pack. I mean, yeah, like having to solve the mystery or whatever every time if you want to use that neighborhood maybe isn't like the most effective thing, but it's cool. If you can cheat the vaccines, then you can solve it really quick.
I really loved it because it kind of reminded me of The Sims 2, those Sims 2 story games.
Yes, it was very reminiscent of that.
Because you had like a set plot. You had a set plot, and it led you from quest point to quest point.
Oh, I miss those.
You had your little story going and people with personalities. It was. But yeah, those were fun. It really reminded me of that. And it's fun that they're packs as opposed to separate games that you have to buy.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I loved it.
I also really greatly appreciate that every town you ran into, if you wanted to play them, had a mother trucking backstory. Like, it just made me happy. It made me feel. It made me want to play those townies, and I really wish they'd make more houses, like just Maxis made houses to put in the gallery that we could populate into homes, so that I can, that way we can have that same feel in other neighborhoods as well. But I'm hoping that the next pack they make, because of course it's going to come with a new town, it always does, that town also has townies that have freaking traits and a backstory and relationships. And I really hope that this is the new trend that they're going to, which is an old trend that they forgot about.
Like here with Strangerville, you have this whole backstory with the meteor and the crater and the research center, and this is what happened, and this whole backstory before your current story.
Exactly.
What's Willow Creek's backstory? Oh, it's just there.
Empty. Yeah.
What's New Crest's backstory? Why is it empty? Oh, it's just empty.
Yeah.
Like what's Oasis Springs? Where's the fucking spring? Nobody knows.
And even Oasis Springs, they have that dinosaur. Why is there a dinosaur there? What does that mean? That giant dinosaur.
Right?
Yeah.
What's the deal with that weird tree in Willow Creek? Nobody knows. The thing, the vampire world. What's it called again?
Forgotten Hollow.
Forgotten Hollow. What is up with that? What is the deal with that? There's so much potential there. Why is it always so dark?
It's so dark in that
Why is it forgotten? Why is it hollow? What's with all the vampires? I need answers, people!
I think this has been mentioned on a Social Building episode, but I think they're going to be doing one pretty soon here. But if you guys haven't heard yet, they are, basically there's going to be a cutoff point for older computers. So if you have an older computer, an older laptop, you won't be able to get any new expansion packs or anything new from Sims 4 moving forward. I'm pretty sure Strangerville is the last expansion pack or game pack.
And I think the reason behind that is because they're trying to do what they were doing for Sims 3, and Sims 3's crashed everybody's computer. So
yeah, they're rolling it out really slowly. So I'm pretty sure that, they've already started it. So I would definitely, if you're listening to this now, The Sims has a whole blog post about it, and it details which computers it's not going to work for anymore. So you can look that up. But which I'm glad, because I think this shows now that these expansion packs, game packs, whatever they're going to be launching now moving forward is going to be a lot more involved and a lot more detailed.
Which is
Yes.
exciting. Yeah, so that's what's new in the world of The Sims. But, okay, so little side note, guys. The next couple episodes are going to be pretty cool. Just so you guys know. Like, Cowplant is finishing up our lore saga. Because, we did the Goths who tie in to the Calientes and Lotharios.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, to finish the trifecta of really weird-ass houses.
I'm so excited.
About the money-hungry land grabs.
Yes. I'm so excited about this one.
There's another family all the way to the top. All the way to the beginning.
Grabs.
Like, they are... You may think that the Goths are the OGs of the Sims world.
Yep.
Nope. It's the land grabs. They have been the secret... They've been the secret hand, invisible hand guiding the Sims community.
Seriously, they're everywhere. And then Llama is going to do a building episode about renovating apartments, which is really cool because, in San Myshuno, because the apartments are nice, but you gotta kind of some of them suck.
Well,
so
debatable, especially when you're in the one with the mouse holes and then the roaches come out and then there's that weird smell. And
oh my gosh, that's where my legacy sim died.
Yep.
My legacy sim died trying to randomly fix her dishwasher or something like that. Because everything kept breaking. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's it. So we're going to do some thank yous. Always thank you to Roxy and Rebecca for your help on the script.
Mm-hmm.
And Melissa too. Thank you for your help on the script. And guys, I actually have to thank you that makes sense this time. Hey, thanks, Carl. Because Carl has a whole Strangerville pack guide. Because legitimately, that's Carl's bread and butter, pack guide.
Yeah, and it's super good. I read through it yesterday. Very detailed. Walks you through everything. It's fabulous. Definitely check it out.
You can find all the secret stuff, whatever. So, thank you, Carl. Please don't be a CEO of EA, Carl.
I mean,
don't be that.
We get it, and I'm sorry if we're outing your secret, Carl. We don't mean to. But it's probably true. So.
No, I don't want Carl to be the CEO of EA because I have words for the CEO of EA, and I don't want that to be Carl. I want to keep on loving Carl.
I don't either. Don't make that be.
Maybe not the CEO of EA. Maybe he's just the head manager or whatever, or the director of the Sims department.
Maybe he's Will Wright. I did it. I cracked the code. Carl is Will Wright. Carl is Will Wright.
Right?
Yep. That's why we're not hearing from that new game, that AI game he's developing. That's why he's taking so long.
Yep.
Because he's being Carl.
Too busy being Carl. That's a secret identity. So that's it. I bet he wears a cape. You think he wears a cape? Oh God, I hope he wears a cape.
Just a WW on his chest?
No, it would be C for Carl.
Ooh, wearing a cape.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
And on his cape he has a C for Carl, but on the front he has a WW because he's
fan art.
Oh! Turn it into Simlet.
Yes, I'm down. I'm here for this.
You're on fire.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous. How many tangents is this? 85 now?
I lost count. I ran out of digits.
That's actually number 6, I think. I didn't say number 5, but I think that's number 6. If you're still
we're sorry about the hangover.
Not drunk for after that.
Oh my God, you have alcohol poisoning at this point. I'm so sorry.
I hope you're taking sips and not shots, because woof, boy. All right, so we have some shout outs.
Okay, so she basically writes, I don't know anyone else who plays The Sims, maybe one other person, but I don't think she plays as often as I do now. Girl, I feel you. And having this podcast with all of the conversations has been fantastic. I have learned I could do things I didn't know I could do with the base game even, and now I know which CC to safely expand into that people have found and that they like. The hosts are funny and genuine, and it's comforting to hear others who play the games how I do or hear others who play it a totally different way. It's a great podcast, and if you play The Sims, any of them, you'll like it.
I love it. Thank you. That's so nice.
Thank you so much for your kind review, because this is why. Yep. This is why we do it, for validation, because
This is why we do
our mothers
it.
never hugged us enough, and this is how we need to get
Validation station.
validation. Yeah, pretty much.
But thank you, and we hope that we are showing things that and telling you things that you don't know or you do know or whatever. And I hope that you're not actually drunk after listening to this, but if you are, makes it even more fun. Let's see.
I mean, you have to be in order to make sense of our tangents half the time.
Legit.
That's true.
Not something to be consumed sober.
Not really. So then we have Justice. This was a Facebook rec. So, which, if you want to go to our Facebook, which is Under the Plumbob Podcast on Facebook, Justice said, something for every simmer, old and new. Oh, something borrowed, something blue, something old and something new. Whee! She didn't say that part, I did.
And that's so nice because, we've all been playing since the inception of Sims. So I feel like sometimes we might talk about things and not even think, that we're talking about old stuff that somebody who just started with Sims 4 may not be as familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll write, references and stuff like that. So it's really nice to know that we do make sense in some way to people who are new and old in the Sims community.
Yeah, we do really try. If there's a whole episode on but we do try really hard to make sure that we are an all-inclusive, podcast that, if you just started playing and you're like, I don't know what to do with my hands, we'll help you with that one. And if you're like, I've been doing this forever, I can do it in my sleep, then maybe you, like me, didn't know that you could name your save files. So little stuff. So
funny. I've been doing that since I got the Sims 4. It's so funny. Or even in they had another Sims.
I've never known. Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
In Sims 3, they prompt you to name them. So I did that in that one. Didn't realize it. In Sims 4, there's no prompt to name it. It just says save and save. You go about your business. So I had no idea.
I remember that you could do it in The Sims 3 because it became a very large part of my play routine because there was this error that you got, a save error, the dreaded error. I think it was save error 16, 12, something like that. And basically it made it so that if you went to save, you got that error, I think it was 12, and you couldn't save. It simply wouldn't let you. I think when I looked into it, it basically meant that all the packages were going from one folder to another folder, but somewhere in that transfer, the connection was busted and they couldn't find the end folder. So the packages were just basically just hovering there going like, where do we go? Where do we go? But it was annoying.
Well, yeah.
But one way to basically circumvent that was to basically rename your save file. So I basically had save files going like, where you'll be Pleasant View 1, Pleasant View 2, Pleasant View 3, just kept having to rename my save files and then cull them every once in a while just to get around that error.
Well, but in Sims 3, when you would exit or want to save whatever, it would prompt you to name it.
Yeah.
Sims 4 doesn't do that, so I just completely forgot about the whole fact that I can name my saves because I've been playing Sims 4 forever and no one's ever prompted me to save it. So that's my defense.
Yeah, because you have to literally load up the games and it's just a text box, but if you're not clicking on it, you wouldn't notice it was a text box. You have to actually click on it. Yeah, the title.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to plug out because we've been talking for an hour and a half now, which is a little bit longer than normal, and we apologize if you guys, but I feel like we did some good content. Strangerville is a whole freaking pack, man. Please come visit us on social media. Send us messages, send us DMs, send us things. Ooh, tag us in your stories, because if you're playing The Sims and you're like, hey, I was playing this on The Sims, and you're doing your Instagram story and you tag us, tag us in your stories. It's fun. And on Instagram and Twitter, we are PlumbobCast. And then on Reddit, we are Plumbob Podcast, where we're starting to do a thing where you can email us if you want with ideas for future shows, or on Reddit there's going to be a sticky, and you can just type in your thing if you want to, if you're on Reddit a lot, if you're a Redditor, you can do your suggestions on there too. And Under the Plumbob Podcast on Facebook and Tumblr, where you can also interact with us. Again, I promise you, somebody is always reading or attached to these things. So you comment, we know.
It's a pretty big group behind us.
Side note, thank you so much to the undercover plumbobbers. You guys are the best.
Best.
The best ever. So yeah, on Facebook and Tumblr, again, if you share our page, if you're in a Sims group or whatever, and you're like, hey, share us our Facebook page, or share because we post our episodes every time on the Facebook. You can always share that post. Our post is totes shareable. Share it to your wall, share it to your page. Get us out there. You can also go to our website, which is undertheplumbob.com, where there's a contact form if you need to contact us for anything. Like if you're like, oh my gosh, guys, I had such a big hangover from this episode, email us. Let us know.
Please don't let us know. We'd feel guilty.
I would kind of feel guilty. My bad, bruv.
Oh yeah, I totally would.
But you can also email us at undertheplumbob@gmail.com.
I wanted to plug this. Okay, so we have a Twitch channel. It's Under the Plumbob Podcast on Twitch. We are not as consistent on Twitch because obviously that's like a live thing, right? So if you do follow us on any of our social medias, we do post when we go live on Twitch. And if you follow us on Twitch, Twitch will send you a little email that says, hey, Under the Plumbob Podcast is going live. So those are things you can do for Twitch. If you're like not into the Twitch thing, or if you do get a notification and you can't watch us in that moment, we do put all of our Twitch streams on YouTube. So my entire Strangerville Let's Play I did in like 3 days, like for 3 days straight, every night for an hour, I just sat and played the game after work, like a crazy person. So I'm now taking all of those files and editing them into quicker YouTube videos. I think they're like not even 30 minutes long. So you can kind of get the storyline from there and me just freaking out and doing really dumb things all the time. So it's really fun to watch. But we're also putting up how-to videos. So we got some feedback from people wanting to know how to build sunken rooms. So I made a super quick video on how to make sunken rooms in The Sims 4 with the new terrain tools. Like if you want to know how to like roof a building, anything. If you're building something, you have no idea how to do it, please let us know and we'll put a little video. And that sunken room video is like not even 5 minutes long. Like, so it's really quick video. You can just watch really quick and then build in The Sims. So, because I looked it up and I didn't see a ton of just quick how-to videos or someone do like a step-by-step thing. All the videos that I found on YouTube for sunken rooms, they were like the person was building a house and then just you had to like watch the entire video to see how to do the sunken room part, you know? So this is literally, I just build a big square and build a sunken room. Like it's super quick.
Our builders are a wealth of knowledge.
We can tell you how to do it, or we can find someone who knows how to do it.
And we'll do it.
Exactly.
Call 5-minute builds or make it something catchy and way to do it. And just a quick and dirty of how to do something. That way you can like reference it and go back to what you were doing. Because at the end of the day, you want to go back and play The Sims. So let us know if there's something that you want us to do. We'll figure it out. I say us like it's going to be me. It's not going to be me because I can't build for shit. But us, like the collective us, will help you figure it out. Also, this is super important, guys. Ready? I need you guys to just listen real hard. Please rate, review, and subscribe. iTunes is the most important one for some reason, even though I'm like real salty about it because I don't have an iPhone. But please, iTunes is like the big thingy-majig. So like even if you don't listen on iTunes, I think you can still review on there. You should have like an iTunes like name account or whatever. Mm-hmm. So please, even if you listen to it on like Stitcher or TuneIn or Google Play, please review still on iTunes. So please do that. It'd be super great. That way more people can know we exist and more people can spread the love of The Sims. And maybe, just maybe, I'll get to meet Carl. So do it for me and do it for Carl. Thank you. Yeah. It'll be great. Anyway, any final thoughts, guys? Anything that we maybe didn't hit, whatever?
No, I think, final thoughts about Strangerville. I think it's worth it. I think it's awesome. The cast items, the build items are awesome. It's definitely a particular type of style. So I would look at those build items before downloading. Mm-hmm. And if you hate that, then you probably don't want it.
Yeah. Also, the people, the families, I mean, they're still in like the trays, you know what I mean? Like because they exist or whatever. Like you can like kick them out of their house and then put them in a new house in a new town if you want to.
Yeah, if you want to save them from the weirdness, you can.
But yeah, because these families have backstories, which is really cool. So if you don't want to play them in Strangerville, you can go play them in whatever other town you want to use, like, you know, if you want to. But then these people at least have mother trucking stories and skills. So if for nothing else, for that, and these are beautiful families. Like whoever did the cast and the Create a Sim and whatever on these families are great. These are some really beautiful families. So
yeah, they don't have a lot of like unnecessary accessories like a lot of Townie Sims have for some reason. They're all very unique looking, but still very like beautiful. Like in all my save files, because I have MCC Command Center or whatever. So they all, when they have kids, they're all like beautiful kids. Great kids, good traits. They're such a joy to have in my game.
Yes, they are.
Good breeding stock.
Good healthy breeding stock.
My final thoughts: Strangerhood by Rooster Teeth. Do it. You won't regret it. Get to it. Thank me later.
I love it.
I accept thanks in the form of chocolate and cat gifts.
Ooh, so many cat gifts. And I think that's it, guys. I have to make breakfast because I have to go to work soon. So I
have to make dinner because Europe.
I'm probably going to go back to bed. I've definitely had 3 hours of sleep last night.
Oh my God.
And it's raining outside. Like, nobody wants to be awake.
It's hella overcast here, so I get you. All right, so I guess that's all of our things and back in the real world. Enjoy your nap. Enjoy your dinner. And I'm going to enjoy my pancakes for breakfast. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Badish. Dag dag.
I want pancakes now.
No, that's good.